Hello, everyone. Today is Friday, May 23rd, 2025, at 12:07 a.m. in the morning. Um, so I won't be extra long on here because I'm just tired. But I'm just checking in and updating y'all on how my day was and everything. Excuse me. So I'm I had enough help to make ends meet for another hotel night late um Thursday. Wait, no, today it was late Wednesday night, and so it was maybe like 10 something when I received the funds, but I didn't get back online until like 11:30, and that's when I found out. Excuse me. And so I figured I would just wait until the next morning, which was, you know, excuse me, I'll say Thursday morning, yesterday. So, um, yeah, like my night was not perfectly fine then, but it was pretty mostly peaceful. But they had perps riding on bikes, whether homeless or not. They were riding on bikes and then trying to run over me with their bikes on purpose and stuff. But and it was like three or four times. That was it. And then I think I was live streaming, and they had the female perp that was, or was that a different day? That was walked back and forth several times with the red dress, and she looked like a devil worshiper. She spoke with a foreign accent. So, and then I everything was all quiet, and then after I was doing my started doing my video that had a fake high traffic with multiple people walking by back and forth. Excuse me. And then those three badass kids had they first started to stand in front of me, you know, and acting like they were admiring the boat and taking pictures or whatever. And I was doing a video already, and I didn't get to finish. You know, maybe I might try to finish another time, or because I was just like I planned to do a video at that time just to talk about random stuff, um, to help the time go by because my anxiety was really high and I felt restless, and it seemed like the time was going by extremely slow. So, excuse me, I didn't know what direction of what I wanted to talk about. So then when I started to try to talk about the homeless situation and the stalkers, um, you know, with them with their false narrative, I was trying to let people know how independent I was. Excuse me, how independent I was before 2020, and for me to talk about. I mean, if you speak the truth and go anywhere, if you deter from their false narrative and come with the truth, they attack you really hard. Excuse me. So they planted those three perps there, and then so they try to pretend to be fake smart by um being a bit of a distance away from me, but then close enough so that they could get loud and overpower and overtalk my video, you know. And I, reacted the way I did because I knew that they were perps doing this on purpose, and distracting and sabotaging my video. Excuse me. So, but I have on video everything that happened. So, well, video, live stream, whatever, So, but yeah, like they try to come a certain distance kind of close by me and start talking loud and laughing and acting goofy and immature when I was talking about something serious and important, and they want to talk about, oh, it's the public. But like, why the hell y'all ain't at home? Like y'all out gang stalking at 2:30 in the morning. Go the fuck home. And it was a freaking Wednesday night / Thursday morning. You know, but they were extra disrespectful. That's how I knew that they were perps. And I think one of them did try to say something about me being crazy. And that's another dead giveaway. There were perps planted there. Because if they weren't perps, they would have reacted differently. Or they probably would not have, you know, try to strategically wait until after I'm talking about something very important to try to distract me and throw off my focus because they didn't like what I was talking about. So they try to distract on purpose. Excuse me, and they try to tell me that I would tell you to go home, but you seem like you don't have a place to live. Motherfucker, I'm old enough to be your mother. And I was saying that they're probably not even from New Orleans. They're probably not even from here. Excuse me. So then I couldn't finish my video or continue to talk about what I needed to talk about. And it probably, I don't remember if I sat there for a while and then got up and left, or if I left immediately if I packed up and left immediately after the situation. I mean, after the altercation. But I probably sat there for a bit, and then just my anxiety was high and I got tired, and I didn't know what I was gonna do or where I was gonna go. And so I had breakfast, and then I'm surprised I was able to get to the hotel and checked in. Well, this is something that was bothering me that I can't really say right now, but I went to go to my room and sat my stuff down and sprayed and sanitized and disinfected certain things. Oh wait, no, I went to get breakfast, and then I went to go to some place to get me a piece of cake. A place that I haven't been to in years, but it's a different location to that same company. Excuse me, and I hope that the cake would taste really good. So I saved the cake for later on today. Well, if it was still Thursday, now I would have been like, well, I saved the cake for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is here. It's already Friday. So, but so I set my stuff down and sanitized it and sprayed off and disinfected what I needed to, and then I got in the shower and I tried to use that hair product called Aussie. And people were talking about, the conditioner having good slip for your hair and all. Well, it took me 3 hours to condition. I mean, I had to keep putting more and more in I had a hard time, and it's like it was taking forever, still trying to detangle my hair, but certain other areas of my hair ended up being really, really soft. But well, it's like I don't feel like I made progress, but maybe I made more progress than I realized with trying to detangle the matted knots out of my hair. And then I took a shower, washed myself, and rinsed myself and whatever, dry myself off. And then um, I came and I realized that I was in the tub for like 3 hours trying to detangle my hair and then wash myself. Took a shower. Excuse me. So then I went to sleep. When I got out of the shower, it was like 12:49 or something, and then I slept, and I don't remember if I woke up at 4 or 5 something, and then went back to sleep, and then excuse me, woke up again, and I don't. It was 6 or 7 something. It was before 8 o'clock. Um, and then I went to get online and check my everything I needed to online, and then after that I went downstairs and did a couple of miscellaneous things, and then came back upstairs, and I was just gonna my I was gonna just not worry about dinner and just continue to just sleep some more. Excuse me, but later on I caved in and ordered a buy one get one free burrito bowl, and that was like almost the best and freshest that I've had. Yeah, it was like buy one get one free, you know. And so I tried very hard to wrestle with myself the temptation to eat the cake, and I'm glad I overcame it and I won and had enough self-discipline to hold back until and then wait till tomorrow. So that was the most flavorful and freshest and best Mexican burrito bowl, and I love the flavor of the meat, but the meat um, had like it was. I wish they would have had more meat because it was like 4 or 5 small, tiny little pieces of cut up meat, and it tasted so good. So that was like a tease right there. So then, um, yeah, I excuse me, I washed my mouth off, used the bathroom, and then came on the video like I'm doing now, and I oh yeah, and at some point this evening, well, I mean yesterday, I listened to 3 chapters of the Bible, and I didn't get to work on any writings, and I realized it's now Friday, and I had been saying that I wanted to work on more writings and stuff, but I got to put like it was Wednesday evening. I got to put a start on another new short story, but Thursday. Wait, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm tripping. I guess it was Tuesday. I put a start on the short story. Tuesday, I put a short start on a short story, but only got to type in like 4 sentences or something, and then after Wednesday I was so busy with shopping and all that, and um, doing this and doing that since I got the AdSense payment, and I was supposed to have had, enough funds left over for a room, but I had part of the money, but not all of it. But thankfully, someone came and helped. But um, the buses had already stopped running, and I figured I'll just wait till tomorrow, in which tomorrow meant Thursday, because it was Wednesday since I received it. So then I came to the hotel and I told y'all, how my day was, you know, and I had a couple of harassing fake comments, but it was, like rude comments on my videos, live streams, or whatever, um, in the middle of the night. But throughout the day, thankfully, the stalkers left me alone, you know. But at least directly to my face, with them making fake new profiles to come and harass. But it's strange how they tell everybody Candy is so hateful, but then they talk the most hateful things that I would have never even thought of to I would have never thought of to feel at such and such a way, or say, come up with those words of being harsh and abusive and stuff. Excuse me. So I was on the streets for 7 nights, and I finally was able to get me some rest, and my legs are still very, very much swollen. And I was given a gift of a pair of compression socks. Finally, they seemed like they would be comfortable and not hurt or be too tight. And then, so then, um, yeah, so like, I heard the next few days off and on it's supposed to rain during the day, but during the day or earlier in the night. But next week it's supposed to you know have a lot more rain. So it's like I feel like, wow, being on the streets for 7 nights and dealing with her being harassed, stalked, and followed and attacked, and then um, thankfully I get a help with one night of hotel, and then um, I don't know, like, if I gotta check out the hotel later today. I don't know how many more days I'm gonna have to be on the streets, but for me to suffer on the streets and then finally get just one hotel night, it's like, wow, I feel like all these days and nights on the streets or whatever, it's like I won't, like, it's difficult to be able to bounce back and recover. One night in the hotel is like, wow, I'm glad I could get some rest, but I need more days to recover. Like, I don't know how if or how I could, be back on the streets for the next several days and being all worn out and tired and everything, and being stalked, followed, and harassed. So I'm gonna eat regular breakfast tomorrow, you know, and then the buy one get one free um burrito bowl. The second one, the leftover one, I'm gonna have for lunch plus the cake. And it's like, well, I'm gonna be in heaven. Because when they say that if food is already good, if you let it, the flavors marinate overnight, and then the next day tastes a little better. Um, so I'm gonna have the leftovers plus the piece of cake, and then I have enough funds. You know, if I had to be back on the streets tomorrow, I have enough funds for dinner. So I'll be good with dinner, but then have to ask for help for food, like for Saturday and stuff like that, and whatever else. But I wish I could get to have help with more hotel nights. Um, it's like I'm trying to, I need for my body to recuperate, you know. But, yeah, I still need more sleep. And my legs are swollen and uncomfortable and tortured. And while I was standing at the bus stop, I'm gonna say yesterday morning, and like my body feeling so weak and me being dazed or sleep deprived, I was afraid I was gonna collapse to the ground and have like a medical emergency, you know. And for me to, my whole body and my whole existence being just feeling tortured and uncomfortable, and just because I can't be able to get to lay down and fall asleep and rest, you know. But I guess I will have to try to come on the live stream and see if I could get help with, if possible, with more nights of hotel so I can rest. And I have like a slight headache right now. But I don't know. I'm not promising, but it depends on how I feel or whatever, and what time I wake up or whatever, you know. Um, I would like to work on trying to try again to detangle my hair. Um, but I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow before checkout time. Um, and I don't know if I would have enough time to work on, to complete the short story that I started earlier this week. I think it was Tuesday. So I'm gonna get off here. I would ramble on and talk more, but I said I wasn't gonna be that long, and I turned out to be longer than I intended, but not too long. But I'm gonna get off here. Um, I love y'all, and y'all can look in the description box of, you know, where to donate if you can. I love y'all, and bye bye.